Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another series review. They have just started the latest MLP season, and I, being a bit of a dork, a dweeb, a nerd, a geek, and a fangirl myself, I absolutely love this episode. I don't get into debates like Quibble does, but I know that there are some hardcore fans out in the world that do. And they act just like he does, but you know, that actually makes them very endearing, even though they're extremely quirky and eccentric. But the episode was just stellar and it was outstanding, and we get to see Rainbow Dash doing what she does best, and Quibble owning up to being incorrect. He always was announcing that he was right, thinking that what was happening wasn't really happening. And then when he realizes, epiphany, it suddenly hits him, quite literally, this is not fiction, this is reality, and it freaks him out. But Rainbow overcomes her just her inability to agree to disagree, and she saves him, and it's really quite a beautiful episode, and she really grows as a character, I think, and just beautifully done. And of course we get to see Daring Do again, and I'm kind of wondering where they're going to take the series, because you know what, I hate to call an episode filler, but I can't really say this was filler, because it drew back on previous episodes, like when we realized that Rainbow Dash is a bit of a bookworm. That was a long time ago, but it comes in handy. And then we have Quibble with his problem solving ability, and that is definitely a much needed boon in the situation that they find themselves in, and they're in quite the pickle, but they get out of it okay. Spoiler alert. But it's really this episode was just outstanding and astronomically good, phenomenally good, and I'm really looking forward to see what Lauren does next. And I'll tell you the shows I'm watching, the shows I'm not watching. Grimm I'm looking forward to. Big Bang, I actually read that, and I was kind of worried because I'm still a fan, even though it doesn't hold a candle to what it originally was. It's still good. I still enjoy it, and I am loyal to it. I like any other show that I love, except for Angel from Hell, which I adore Jane Lynch, don't get me wrong, but I just it's too predictable for me. I've fallen in love with Tyrant. Oh my lord, Tyrant is exceptional, and Mr. Robot too, because I'm really big into stories that are like that, and I'm all about hacking, counter hacking. It just fascinates me. And I could have gotten into a job like that, honestly. I was looking into it, but it would have cost me quite a bit of money, so it just wasn't going to work at the time. And they would have given me the education, and I probably would have excelled at it, but that was a door that closed. And I thought, oh my god, I'm an Elliot. But it's just, yeah, I can relate to Elliot so much, even though I'm not a sociopath and I don't have voices in my head like he does, but I am very verbose and I have an immense vocabulary. But Mr. Robot's become my new latest obsession, and Orphan Black, I'm waiting for that. 13 is another good series, even though it's pretending to be Broadchurch. I know, don't flame me, but that's just how I feel. I'm enjoying Star versus the Forces of Evil. Transformers Rescue Bots has been extraordinary. I am liking the latest new Littlest Pet Shops. I'm watching old episodes of Cake Boss. I stopped watching Carbonaro Effect, even though I am a big fan of Illusionists. I wanted to get into the Jack and Ozzy off-road show, but it's gonna make me sound like I'm some prim and proper, buttoned up gentlewoman. I don't appreciate curse words every other freaking no. Use your words, please. Don't just curse. It doesn't make you look cool. It just makes you look uneducated. Forgive me, but that's just my opinion. I know you might have come from a very rough background, and I know a lot of people think that you're the father of darkness. Oh, no. Believe it or not, Ozzy actually tells people God bless, so, yeah. Misunderstood. I like him. I like Ozzy, and I love Sharon. I want to meet Sharon Osbourne because I think she's the bee's knees. I think she's the cat's pajamas. I just want to hug her. I love her. She's awesome. And not only that, she's very chic and very attractive. I just think she's charming. I don't know, but I love the Osbournes. They're just so cool. But that show... Nah, as a history buff, I have to give it a big thumbs down. Yeah, send it away. I don't like it. New Ancient Aliens, yes, please. I am still a huge fan. Giorgio Tsoukalos is my heartthrob. He's a spicy tamale. I want to hug him, but maybe someday. I can't go to Alien Con. That's in California. If I had the money and the time, believe me, I'd be hitching a ride and making my beeline up to Tsoukalos. I'd be like, Giorgio. I'd be probably like, oh God, who is this woman? Giorgio. No, I wouldn't be like that. I wouldn't be that overt. I'd be like, yeah, I would be hiding and blushing and all that silly stuff because I can talk to people. Famous people, I'd be like, get all tongue-tied, and it'd be a case of, stumble tongue. Hey, that's coming from Inkspell, is it? Yes, I remember that series. It was quite good. They only made Inkheart. They didn't do the rest of the series, sadly. Oh, well. Expectation dashed. But I still like that film, despite the fact that it was panned as a movie. It was true to the book as far as I was concerned. I thought it was beautifully done. But other things I'm into, The Americans. Of course, The Americans is not on right now, so I'm waiting with anticipation. Queen of the South is one of my newest obsessions. 12 Monkeys, I still love. Like I said, I'm looking forward to TTPT. Big fan. Always will be. Even though it's kind of mediocre now, but I still enjoy it. It's still funny. But other than that, I've been writing quite a bit. I'm writing an Eros about a man who runs for mayor in his hometown and gets to learn about wooing women because nobody wants a candidate who's single. It's just a whole society, what society wants, what society sees as normal, but he reveals that he's way more than normal. Of course, polyamorous is my first story about a polygamous family that lives in a very tight, buttoned, prim, closed-minded area. And they don't really interact much with this family. They're nudists in their home, so they don't really interact with them. And then he actually has a husband as well, so he's bisexual. I thought, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna make this super controversial, and hopefully I don't get flamed for that. But I think these things happen. I know of a polygamist family. Thank you very much. So I am drawing on their experience. Even though he's very much straight and he has a harem. Lucky dog. Man, if I could do that, if I could do a reverse harem, I would, but hopefully not get finger pointed at me as like, you whore. But no, you can't do that, and especially can't do that unless you go to Utah. But I don't want to convert to Mormonism. But let's see, I'm writing that, and then I'm writing another one that I had forgotten. I almost forgot that I had this story, but basically, is this family. They are the Pratts, and they typically run state fairs, and they run from one end of the country to another, just setting up their booth, and it's not rigged like a lot of carnies do. They actually give carnies a good rap rather than bad rap. I like to shed some light on underdogs and characters that are misunderstood, just because I can relate. Trust me, I have been misunderstood for most of my life, and for the first time in my existence, people are actually becoming my friend and loving me for who I am, and thank goodness for that, as I never thought that there would be people out there who could relate to me, but there are, and that's when I'm going to say it gets better. Yes, it does. But so far I'm enjoying it. I've got 4 pages written, but it's growing bigger, and I'm going to be doing more reviews as I go on. So the only other thing I wanted to say is, this is an update. I don't know if I mentioned this in previous review, but I've taken 3 days off. Monday is the finalization of my dad moving into the Waters, which is our local nursing home, and I feel regretful and chagrined for having to do this, because I gave my word to my pop that I would not put him in the nursing home, and now I have to go back on that. I think, oh, if I could slap myself, I would, hard. But I'm not going to do that, because it's something I have to do. I'm the only other person in the home other than our tenant, and our tenant has his own issues making a life for himself, so he can't be accountable for my dad. My dad's my blood, and our tenant is not, but he's become like a surrogate brother. Which I never expected. I thought, woo, yeah, this is a turn, quite the twist in this tale, but it's not a bad twist at all. It's actually a good thing. It's something that I didn't anticipate to occur this rapidly, but it's taken quite the spiral, and all I know is that I'm covered by God Almighty, and that I will get through this with His help, and with all of your help, of you, my, what should I call you, my acolytes? That sounds like a cult. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to call you acolytes just because that's silly. For all my magicians out there, I'm glad that you watch, and that you compliment and suggest, and I really appreciate all the suggestions that you've given me, and I'm getting quite the list of Bollywood film, and unfortunately it's kind of hard for me to get Bollywood films, just because it costs money to get them off eBay, but if you can send me some, I would be forever in your debt. I don't know how I'm going to repay you, but maybe someday we can hang out. There's always a possibility and probability of this occurring. I will make it manifest. But somehow or another, it can be done. Anything's possible. But it's just, this is something new and unavoidable, and a little bit frightening, but honestly, I'm very calm and serene and level-headed about this whole thing, in spite of everything else. But I think it's because there are so many people praying, and I know that I have a great group of friends that are supporting me all the way, and family too. But that's all I have to say, and I will see you later. Live long, prosper. Ciao tutti.